Hey guys, so I just got something in the mail and I'm really excited to show you because I've been waiting for it since June when I ordered it. Over here, these, you can't really see them yet because I haven't unboxed it yet. That's what we're doing next. This is the Prusa SL1 MSLA printer. I am very, very happy that this arrived. I hope everything's intact. It came from Czech Republic all the way to Canada. It was a few days late, but you know, that's just how things are. I'm gonna get into more in depth about how this works, but for now, I don't really want to wait any longer. Let's start ripping this open. I've never done an unboxing before, so is this the kind of knife you use? I got this one, I got this one. Anyway. All right, so what we've got here, now that it's out of the plastic, this is the printer. This is the resin. And this is their CW1, which stands for Clean Wash Station. So basically what this is gonna do is you take your models out of the printer, you have to wash them in isopropyl alcohol. This has got a tank in it. You can put the things in there and it's got a magnetic stir. And it has a programmable thing. You basically just put it in and go. And after that, you can take the tank out, and then to cure it, it's got UV lights, and it spins it around for a cycle, and cures the outside. So, which one do we open first? I think the printer, honestly. All right, so let's open up the printer, and let's make sure everything's intact. And then we'll move on to the cure station. All right, first thing is this, which is, these are some of the accessories. Oh, we got our bag of gummy bears, very nice. They give you a starter thing of resin. This is orange. This is 500 mil, I think. Power cord. This is a strainer for the resin. Sometimes, you know, during the removal process, during the printing, little parts can break off of cured resin, so you use this to strain it when you put it back into the bottle. Comes with a pretty alright looking scraper to remove the prints. This little scraper, plastic scraper, this one's for putting the excess resin back into the tank. You don't want to waste it. Looks like some flush cutters for nipping off the supports. And a couple of Allen keys for, I guess there's some parts in here that this will work with. What the heck is this? I have a feeling that this was the this was the test bed. So it's just a I'll show you this up close. So I guess this is the test bed that they printed. Every printer gets 24 hours of printing time before they ship it so that they know it works. This is like a little army of Joseph Prusas, I guess. They're so cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but no, that's funny. There's some gloves here because this resin is really noxious stuff. You do not want to get this on your hands. You don't want to breathe it. You don't really want to have anything to do with it if you don't have to. Looks like a syringe, 16 gig SD card. It's so long, or not SD card. This is a USB? I think it's USB. USB memory stick, whatever. And looks like a couple extra screws. Yeah, extra SL1 screws. Cool. So that's that stuff. Oh, and then there's this thing as well. This is like a print guard thing. So after it's done, you slip this on, and any excess resin won't drip all over your machine. It'll fall into this thing. Just a little plastic thing there. And then obviously we've got a guidebook. Oh, here's a spare FEP foil. Actually, it looks like there's 2 extra in here. That's amazing. The FEP foil, for anybody who's not familiar with what this is, it doesn't look like much. It's just a piece of plastic, really. But this is what goes in the bottom of the tank, and this is what the UV light shines through. So unlike Formlab, they require that you get a brand new tank every 2 to 4 liters, which is about $100. And that's mostly because the foil that they use gets cloudy from the laser. So what this is the replacement plastic, the bottom piece for the tank, because the tank is actually aluminum. You don't want to toss that. So I'll just you just undo some screws and put this new one in, and then your tank is like new again. And I think this costs like $8 or something to buy them from them. So very, very affordable. Anyway, let's get rid of this. And move on to the big guy. Some nice packing foam. I think I'm gonna put this on the floor. Ooh, this printer is not light, which is awesome. Woo-hoo. I'm excited. Look at that. Ugh. 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 Oh, this one pretty machine. Boy. It's about as big as I thought it would be. Which is great. I mean, I like that it doesn't have a big footprint. You don't need to have these massive printers to achieve quite a lot. So I'm gonna move the camera. We're gonna talk a little bit more about this up close. So yeah, look at this nice machine. This is all like a steel or aluminum, I'm not sure. I think it's actually aluminum. It's all metal. Oops, come on. All metal. Looks really good. Power down here. It's got all the internal Prusa stuff. So they put up a factory tour not so long ago, and they were saying that every single part gets scanned to like one centralized code, and then what they do is if there's any particular part in this that's broken, they will they'll be able to track it down back to the original shipment. So if there's any others in there that have a broken part, they can send they know exactly which batch was the wrong batch, and they can fix all of that issue all at once. There's also Ethernet and looks like a micro USB or something. Turn the printer on before removing this sticker. Well, all right then, I guess I will follow instruction. And we'll open up the Cure wash station. This one feels a lot lighter. Now granted, this machine has like none of the complexity that the printer does. But hopefully the build quality is still really good. So this one's got another box, and then it looks like very similar in there. So what's in this box? So this is the manual. What do we got? I have no idea what this is. but I'm sure it'll tell me. This is actually 3D printed. It's kind of cool. This seems to be the power brick. Odd connection on there. I'm not sure what that connection's called. Never seen that before. Power cord, and another pair of gloves. So this one is pretty rudimentary. This one, this is just for the cleaning and washing. So cool. And let's see if I can lift this one up. Really more nice as foam. I like this. If you open it up the right way, it's got these handles, so you don't have to worry about lifting from the wrong direction or anything. I like it. Which way is the bottom? Oh, there's the bottom. Cool. So they're using like the same size boxes and everything for the printer and the wash station, but they put in these spacers because this one's significantly shorter. There we go. Ugh. Aesthetically, I really like them. Like just the overall design looks awesome. This one doesn't have a sticker, so I'm going to open this one up. So inside, everything's packed really nicely. More of this foam. This is the top. This actually goes like that, I think. We're gonna have to figure all this out as we go. But I think that thing there, that makes it so that the build platform, which you can see in there, clips on. And then when it goes into the isopropyl alcohol, it's all held upside down and it just stirs it and makes everything nice and clean. I like that cutout. This is not insignificant materials. So this is a gastropan, as you would say. I think this is a 3 liter. I don't have the exact measurements yet, obviously. I have to open it up. But you can buy these off Amazon. I think they're stainless. And I've actually got a bunch of isopropyl alcohol over there that I'll be filling this up with. And I will explain that in the setup later. Here's a mesh basket for the prints. Everything else is just kind of plastic wrap. We'll put that aside. We don't really need to worry about that. So this is the Cure wash station. And these are UV LEDs, so they're putting out UV light. And let's see if I can change this. There's more up here, and and there's more up here. So the model, when it's all said and done, can sit here, and the motor spins, and it shines the light everywhere. Oops. And we put this down, the cover, and that just stops any UV light from escaping and fumes and things like that. It's very nice. When we turn it on, there's a screen down here. This is another little 3D printed knob. This is it's all programmed for times and speeds and stuff like that. So very nice. All right, so. Last thing to unbox, I'm just gonna move this a little bit. And this, there we go. So this is the resin. I ordered 1 kilo of the castable stuff. I'll be doing this for jewelry. Something I'm gonna make a video about later. The quality that this can achieve for making jewelry applications. And yeah, see how that Wow, that's a lot. So there they are. They're in a UV resistant or UV proof container, I would hope, so it doesn't cure over time. This is the tough stuff, and this is actually a gift, or so it says on it. I don't know why exactly they sent me more. I didn't order more, but I'm not going to complain. I ordered this in like June when it was still a pre-order. So maybe that's the reason, who knows. I know that I ordered 2 kilos, so I knew it came with 500 grams, or 500 milliliters, I suppose. 500 milliliters of stuff to test with, which is orange. I ordered one of gray. I ordered one big gray, and I ordered the castable stuff. And then they also sent me another one of gray and an azure blue. And here it says a limited gift box. So I guess these other two are the ones that I ordered specifically. Come on. There is another bottle of gray, exactly the same size. Different box size though, that's a little weird. This is the one that I'm most interested in. This is the castable green. So the premise basically is that you take a print, or you do a print, and then the material, without having to do molds or anything, is directly burnable. So I can just sprue this up with my normal casting stuff, like normal waxes, and it'll just burn away. And then I can pour in the metal, and we'll have a cast. So, what the heck? This is a weird box. There we go. Oh, there's so much to it. Azure blue. There we go. Whoop. That's that for the knife. Great. So there we go. That is my new toy. Stay tuned for the next video because I will be starting to set this up and go through all the processes of the application and what I'm going to be using this for, everything. Oh, the tape is stuck to my foot. Oh, there we go.